right, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Leach. Hopefully you guys are having a great week so far. So I know it's been probably 2 weeks now since you've had your last update. I missed everybody last week, had a little family emergency I had to get to, so I missed everybody on Friday last week. But the good news is we're still framing the house, so essentially all we're just doing is trying to move along further and further into framing. So hopefully about this time next week, I'm gonna be able to take you guys inside. It's pretty loud in there, a bunch of nail guns going off and everything in there right now, so I don't know if you'd be able to hear me too well. But next week we're gonna definitely be able to get you guys inside, show you what's going on, show you the framing. There's a ton of stuff that I like to talk about when it comes to framing and just kind of engineering overall of the house. Next door we just got the rough grade done, so that house is gonna get framed up here pretty soon. But I'll take you guys around the outside of the house just to kind of show you what we got going on. But these guys have about 4 or 5 days left of framing on the inside. I'd say they're pretty close to being ready for our sheathing and strapping inspection. And again, if you remember from the build quality introduction, what the sheathing and strapping inspection is where they're essentially concerned about the outside of the house. There's a bunch of different stuff that they're gonna be looking for. Nailing patterns on the sheathing, roof decking, they wanna make sure that's installed properly. They just wanna make sure the outside of the house is engineered the way we say it's engineered, it meets code, so they have to come inspect it. I always like to do my little inspection beforehand just to make sure we're ready. They're gonna wanna see everything on the back side of the house completed. We're moving along all right. A lot of questions I get is about, the deck and everything. That stuff actually gets finished up a little bit after framing. That's another company that we actually contract to come in and do the deck work and the stairs and all that fun stuff. So you see that going here relatively soon. Then you got the right side of the house here. See a lot of the framing going on right there. That's not the final product. None of that's gonna be essentially installed. You'll have a couple of posts up there, but the safety rails will get removed and you'll actually have the ballast material that gets installed there. That'll actually get installed when they start doing siding. Don't think there's too many people down here on the bottom side of the house, so I'll just kind of walk you through the garage portion. This is something that was re-engineered on the house. Is a lot of our older products up the street have I-joists here, so you have open web members. These open web members that you see here are a lot stronger than the I-joists that were being installed. We basically went in and did a bunch of re-engineering of our drive under products, so you guys are getting a little bit different material underneath the house that some of the other homeowners out here have, but pretty neat. All right, well, hopefully, like I said, next week we're gonna be able to get you guys inside the house and kind of show you the interior framing of the house. Like I said, it's pretty loud up there, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear anything I'm saying, but next week we'll get you inside, show you the interior framing. Again, they're just gonna be pretty much wrapping up the framing into next week. I'm hoping by the end of next week we'll be 100% complete with framing and it's gonna be ready for my framing inspection out here. So as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, call, text, shoot me an email, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I hope you guys have an excellent weekend and I'll see you next week on your update.